more you do this. And these little green things here, this identifies it as Excel. Let's say all of these are finance. I click here, and I could do the Shift key, put that into here. Drag that into finances. Now, let's say I only want to put certain files in here. Some are going to go in one folder, others in another folder. Let's say I want to put annuity. That's going to go into finance. But let's say I want formatting, and then I want Raleigh, tab stops, and resume in correspondence. I use the Control key. Put your finger on the Control key. You select, select, select. You have a multiple sequence here, and then I could just drag these into the correspondence folder. And let's say I have some stuff, I don't know where to put them. What I could do, I could create a new folder called Miscellaneous. Great way to put things where you really don't know how to file them. However, you should always have things filed properly. So I go and highlight from, use the Shift key here, drag this into Miscellaneous. Want to talk a little bit more about the pictures. We open this up here. We got a lot of pictures here. On here, the lower left hand corner, you can't really see it here, but it will say you have like 89, 90, maybe 300 objects. You might want to sort the pictures here. Best way to sort pictures is to go to the thumbnails. It gives you a picture of everything in here. And I know that this is crooked, but you can adjust that. That's not the agenda here. But I have a bunch of pictures. You can see them starting to show up on the screen here. If I want to do these and get them into new folders here, I have some stuff from the New York Botanic Garden. I have photos from Alaska. I have images from Washington, D.C., and I might have Miscellaneous. And the easy way to do this is just to right-click in here and create a couple of folders here. Folder, Alaska. And then I could do another folder, Wash, D.C. You can put spaces in here. And then I could right-click, and let's say I have pictures from other places here. The Botanic Garden, right-click here, New Folder, Botanic Garden. I spelled it wrong. I could just click inside here, rename it, put in the C. So that way I have things in here. When you're doing this, you might want to do some of them singly here, but see how some of these are already named? If I want to get these 4 in a row, I click on the first one, put my finger on the Shift key, got it there, drag it into this folder here. Very good. And I have some stuff here from, let's say, Alaska, different places here. And if I just click here, shift here, I go into the Alaska folder here. And I have my friend Barbara. I should create a folder here called Miscellaneous, because it's easier sometimes just to have a miscellaneous folder on there. So I have that. Drag this over into here. Now I look at these photos here, and I know these were taken in Canada because they're all in a numerical sequence here. If I see these images here, from here down to here, I can rename them all at once. Like let's say this was in Quebec, Montreal, or whatever. You might want to have a folder. You might want to rename them all. But what I can do, I could right-click inside here and left-click on Rename. And since I'm showing the extensions here, I've got to have that in. I'll just type in Canada.jpg. However, I want to make all of these renamed at once. I click inside the first one here, put my mouse on the Shift key here. I right-click inside the first one, right-click, rename. I type in Canada. I can't have two files with the same name. If you see over here, that's not good. So I would call this Canada -1 or -A, whatever. And I have that there. And then I have to put in the .jpg. If you don't have it in, you're displaying it, it will say it's an unusable thing here. Newer editions may not require you to type in the JPG. I always do it. I hit the Enter key, and you can see how they're all instantly renamed. And let's say I have to create a folder now for Canada. New folder. I type in Canada, and then I could select all my Canadian photos with the Shift key, let go, drag down to here. And I have this one that I missed here, and I would have these Alaskan pictures here. I could click and drag this into Alaska, and let's say all these pictures are from the Botanic Garden. Use the Shift key, go to here, drag it into Canada. So if I hit the back button once, I'm in my documents. Everything is neatly arranged in folders. I know I did this fast. You could hit the pause button if you're rerunning this.